have some activities also. I hope you enjoyed that fun little book about the 5 eggs that were stolen, but they were found. They were found. So you probably say, well, Miss Szymanski, do you have a box? Well, I have something different. Instead of a box, I brought a basket, an Easter basket with a sweet little bunny, looking at you and celebrating Easter. And I took the little bunny ears from Pete, and I'm just gonna put them on, just put the little bunny ears on because there's a few activities we can do together. All right, you've heard about things that look alike, things that look different. We call this similarities and differences. And I was showing you, remember, I was showing you those eggs? And I know you noticed this. You probably said, oh, Miss Szymanski, some were pink. Oh, Miss Szymanski, some were orange. That's right. Miss Szymanski, some had designs. Ooh, you're good. Miss Szymanski, some had purple like your dress. I put this outfit on for you boys and girls today because that's kind of like my Easter outfit. You see a lot of purple and pink at Easter time, right? So you've noticed some of these things. So what we're going to do now is, and you've noticed that they're all our eggs, right? They're eggs and they have beautiful colors. Now let's talk about how they are the same. Okay, here's our first one. Okay, I want you to watch very carefully. So we're saying what attributes? Can you say that big word? Attributes. Oh boy, if you say that to your families, they're going to be shocked. Say we did attributes, how things look the same or different. So here we go. I'm going to show you 2 Easter eggs. How are they the same? Okay, you keep looking at them. Oh, I'm hearing some great answers. Somebody said, Miss Szymanski, they're the same size. Oh, you're so smart. I heard somebody else. Let me see. Keep going. Miss Szymanski, they're the same shape. My goodness, that's how they're the same. Let's see what else. If I'm feeling them, what do you think they're going to feel like? Miss Szymanski, they're the same texture. They're soft. They're soft. They're soft. So that's how they're the same. But how are they different? Look at them. Oh, somebody screamed out, Miss Szymanski, they're different colors. Oh, that was a super answer. I was waiting for that answer. They're different colors. What's another way that they're different? I'm going to bring them a little closer to you. Miss Szymanski, we see that very carefully. There are different designs on those. One has flowers. One has wiggly lines. You see how we're figuring out attributes, how things are the same and how they're different. All right, you ready for another set of eggs? Okay, I'm going to look in my box here and see. Oh, I mean in my basket. Bunny basket. All right, let me see here. One that you haven't seen so far. All right. Look at the 2 eggs. How are they the same? Oh, somebody yelled out, well, Miss Szymanski, you gave us one answer. They're eggs. They're plastic eggs. Very good. What's another way that they're same? They're the same size. Same size. Okay, what else? Let me connect. Okay, I want you to look at the way they're made. One, and how are they different, do you think? Another, okay, now where they're different. Miss Szymanski, they have different colors. You can see that. They have different colors. What else? Oh, different designs. Maybe 2 different people designed them. And if I try to scratch them a little bit, look at their textures. What do you think? You think they're the same or different? It's kind of hard to know, but this one feels soft And this one feels a little rough. So that could be different in another way too. You're doing such a good job. Okay, here I go. All right, here's another one. All right, Miss Szymanski, you're trying to really trick us here. All right. Well, how are they the same? Let's see. I'm tapping them. Oh, somebody said, I think they're made out of plastic. Oh, that's a good one. What else? The same. What else do you see the same? The plastic is one. The plastic. Are they, you think if I'm touching them with my finger, are they smooth or are they hard? Miss Szymanski, they're the same. They both are real shiny and smooth. Whoa, we can really see how they're different. How are these different? Okay, the back of the room, somebody said, they're really different colors. Ooh, somebody on this side said, they're different shapes. That's right, they're different shapes. And are they the same size? No, different sizes. And do they have the same details or different details? Different details. Different details. This one has like little stars. And this one has a little carrot on top. This has designs. I don't know if you can see them. And this one does not. It's plain, no designs. So that was in my basket. That was in my basket. Also, I had to find something out about this book. You know, when they brought Pete on, we're going to pretend it's Pete, right? They brought Pete on and they had him disguised. So I looked it up. I wanted to find out what kind of animal is Pete. Well, I brought a dog, but then I read about the Disney Pete. And what other type of animal was Pete in the story? And I read that sometimes he was a bear and a dog. Sometimes he was known as Pete the Peg the Pete, where he had one wooden leg. He would hop around. And I think most recently, Pete is a cat. So Pete involved being different animals. So I thought that was so interesting that one character could be so many different animals. So I wanted to share that with you. Sometimes if you love something about a book, you can always look up in your computer about information. If something excites you and you're like, I can't tell what kind of animal that is. See, with Pete in the story, he was disguised, so we couldn't tell. So when I was reading it, I was going, is that a dog? Is that a bear? Is that a cat? So I found that very interesting. So I had to look it up to find the real answer. So always use your talents and always find the right answer or ask someone. They might know. That they might know. So remember, happy Easter to all of you. Happy Easter. And I hope you get a little basket and maybe your family will put some eggs around your backyard or in your house. And you can have your own Easter egg hunt and have a happy Easter. So that's the end of my story, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Till next time. Bye-bye.